So if you haven't heard, Elon Musk, Jack Dorsey, Cathie Wood all had this conversation, we could say, about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency's future. And today we're going to be talking about what really went down, just what I interpreted from it. If you would like to see the interview, well, YouTube it. It's very easy to find. So I think the major takeaway for me, just me personally, is they're all bullish on Bitcoin still. And we all learned something new. We learned that SpaceX is holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet. We knew Tesla was, and we knew Elon Musk has Bitcoin, but we didn't know SpaceX had Bitcoin. Now we do, which is super dope. Now Elon Musk also talks about how he owns Ethereum as well, which is really interesting because we have never heard him talk about Ethereum like that. And now that he came out saying that he owns Ethereum and he's for DeFi, I think that's extra bullish. I think this whole conversation was bullish, honestly. He talks about why Tesla stopped accepting Bitcoin because when they bought Bitcoin and they were accepting it, it ran up and the hash rate did as well. And it was becoming less and less environmentally friendly. So, I mean, love him or hate him, he is sticking to his guns that Tesla is the good guys. They're here to help the world be cleaner. And he says that Tesla will most likely accept Bitcoin again because Bitcoin is getting cleaner. And it looks like it's moving in a more positive direction, which I believe so too. He also says he owns more Bitcoin than anything, but he owns Bitcoin, Ethereum, and of course Doge. He talks about how Doge could be the future because it's the most entertaining, the most ironic coin. You get the whole gist. They all agree that cryptocurrency is pretty much like the internet in the early stages. Nobody knew how big the internet was going to be or what it was going to do, but they knew it was going to be here for the long run. And that's pretty much the same thing as cryptocurrency right now. And that's not just Bitcoin. There's other projects out there as well that are amazing and they're going to be around for a long time. I don't know how long, but they're going to lead the digital era of money. They also talk about something that's interesting that we talked about on this channel already, where we're going to have a period of deflation, which ultimately leads to hyperinflation in other countries, which other countries are going to be forced into running to Bitcoin. So I don't know. My personal opinion has always been the same. Buy Bitcoin, dollar cost average, forget about day-to-day trading, hold it for the long term, and chill out. I mean, if you study Bitcoin, if you look at the history, if you look at the charts, if you look at the fundamental value, it's all there. It's one of the best things we've ever seen in our life, in my opinion. And they all agreed that it's pretty much the internet currency. Makes a lot of sense. I'm still bullish on Bitcoin. I will continue to be bullish on Bitcoin. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average. I don't care if it goes down or up because I'm in it for the long term. The one thing that you guys got to understand is this is a scarce asset. 21 million Bitcoin, and there's not a lot left. Plain and simple. So I am just a YouTuber, barely a YouTuber. I can't tell you what to do. I am just telling you what I am doing. You do what you please. But what I'm doing is I'm going to continue to dollar cost average, and I'm just going to let it do what it does because I believe in Bitcoin for the long term. I believe Bitcoin is here to stay. And I believe what's going on in the market right now is more due to the fact that China is kicking everyone out, meaning they have to sell, which is creating downward pressure. But America and every other country that is with Bitcoin is buying Bitcoin. So as China is making everybody kind of sell and is pushing down Bitcoin, everybody else is kind of buying Bitcoin. And at one point, this is going to be gone and then it's going to... But, I mean... who knows when that is? But at the end of the day, who cares? When you play this game long term, you don't think about a month, you don't think about a year, you think about 5, 10, 20 years down the road. I'm young enough to think about 20, 30, 40 years down the road. I'm going to continue to dollar cost average into Bitcoin and treat it almost like a retirement. Because let's keep it real. People my age, we're not going to have retirement. Quote me. But that was just a little rundown on what they talked about in this conversation. It was a pretty good conversation. Nothing too crazy, nothing too deep. We did learn that Elon Musk likes Ethereum and he holds Ethereum. We learned that SpaceX has Bitcoin on their balance sheet. I think that's good. Honestly, I think that's good. Another thing I want to bring up is Elon Musk said, I may pump the market, but I will not dump the market. Meaning he may pump his coins or pump certain coins, but he's not going to dump everything that he owns. And supposedly he hasn't sold anything. Tesla hasn't sold anything besides, the 10% for their quarter. And SpaceX has not sold anything. That's just another side note. But with that being said, guys, I hope you enjoyed this type of content. If you did, I would appreciate it if you dropped a like, comment, subscribe. Do whatever you got to do to stay in the loop. I drop one video a day, helping you mentally, physically, financially, spiritually, and emotionally. All here, all for free. I appreciate you guys tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.